Hi everyone, it's Tarnished Treasures. Today I went to the flea market, a thrift slash consignment shop, an antique store, and the library was having a sale. So let me just jump in and share what I got. I specifically went to the flea market to look for jewelry, and the one big jewelry stand was not open, but two others were. I spent $6 at the flea market today. This was $1. And if you can find these clips in pairs, it's even better because they make a perfect pair to create a bow or like the points of a Christmas tree. So you could do something like this at the bottom, or if you put it higher up, they can angle down. It's that leaf design that just works really well. So that one has all of its rhinestones, looks good. And then there was a little antique pin, the gold tone with the little carvings. I display these on a little purse, and I need to get to that purse and kind of reorganize them because I wear them sometimes. And that one's got like a little safety pin clasp. I mean, it's not a safety pin, but that's what it looks like. And at the other stand, I spent $4. I picked up this earring, and I actually have already purchased the other one from her, and she has these big bins with so much in it that it's impossible to go and see everything. So I really liked that the first time I saw it and bought it, and then I found the other one today. I think that I've already used it in one of the jewelry trees, but if I haven't, it'll be perfect because now I have a pair and I can work on making a part of the tree symmetrical. Just a little screwback earring. And this is marked Weiss, W-E-I-S-S. I couldn't find its match either, but since I know that it might be there, maybe I will just hang on to this a bit until I find the other one, and then I can use that for a tree as well. There was just a little broken bit, but that could be nice for the top of a tree. Just some rhinestones. And there was a 12 karat gold filled cross, kind of the era that pin would be from. And it has those little engravings. I just tend to collect them. They're not expensive because I don't think they're really worth anything, but I just love them because they're old. And then the thing I was very happy to find is she has this bin where everything's $1, but I just make up a little pile and she gives me a good deal. So all these little seals, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, they worked out to be probably a nickel a piece or so. So it's the same lady where I forgot to get the, what was the little charm that was a fortune cookie and the seals, and I went back and they were there. Well, like I said, these bins are kind of like never ending and filled. So I saw 2 pieces of paper upside down like that, and I was ecstatic. And then I just kept finding them. I couldn't believe it. So let me, I'll just lay them all out and then give you a closer look. There were so many of them, and some were broken in half. So I picked up every bit of paper that I saw. So that little stocking and this little pixie with like a flower collar, and even those which probably go to the Santa Clauses that I found from her. My favorite though are these little circles that look like wax seals that have the Very Merry Xmas and December 25th. Next, I went to a consignment shop. Sometimes I call it a thrift store, which I don't think it really matters either way, but it really is a consignment shop. Some people take their stuff and consign it with the owners, and then other people have booths and stalls. So I got this that says cake. I have seen so many that say bread, and I have never seen a cake one. So my plans for this is to attach it to maybe a table runner or an apron and put it in the kitchen. Maybe that's what I'll do. Or display it somehow on my hanging rack. But I thought that was so sweet. And there were other things that caught my eye. But the next thing, which I'll insert a clip of me finding it, and I do apologize if it's like whipping back and forth, but I was just so excited. And I was in this store, already in this booth, walked into a totally different room, and then as I walked back, I noticed this. How in the world could I have missed that? It's $25 and I'm getting it. I just cannot believe this mirror, and I am so glad that I just glanced to the side. I guess I was looking down at all the small stuff because that's what I collect is the smalls. And I always forget to look at the wall or to look up. Oh my goodness. I love mirrors like this. I can take you into the guest bedroom and show you probably 3 or 4 of them. And the fact that it's a heart shape. So I have no clue where I want to put this. I really want to stick it in the guest bedroom with the others, but it would be really sweet in my daughter's room as well. So it has a design here, little glass rosettes here. And it was $25. I think the lady found it at Goodwill. That is how some of the Goodwills mark things around here, in Sharpie with that little equal sign after the money. And that looks like it says April 10th. So that means that this was processed and put out on the floor and bought and then put into the booth within 5 days. I am so happy that I found this. This mirror here was a gift from the woman who I work with for our church yard sale, and she brought it in as a prop. And I didn't know she brought it in, and when I saw it, you know, I just about died. And I just said, if you don't want to buy it, I'll buy it. She's like, oh, it's mine. And a couple minutes later, she said, I'm trying to downsize. It's yours. And on the back, it's marked the exact same way, and it was $4 at the Goodwill. So the Goodwill is marking these mirrors good price, and maybe I need to get back to the Goodwill and be checking them for these mirrors. And then I have these 2 that are smaller. They're like little shaving mirrors. I just took the stands off and just have them to reflect the display. Behind this display is another one of those scalloped mirrors. I got an email from the library saying there was a sale, so I went. And the lady asked how I heard about it, because today was the 3rd day of the sale. And she said that this is actually a sale of the Friends of the Library. So it's not used library books, it's people just supporting the library, and they donated their own items. So I signed up for their mailing list, and then she said I'll get an email when the next sale is ahead of time and not on the 3rd day. I spent $7. All of these DVDs were 50 cents each, and I got 2 audiobooks, which of course I left in the car because that's where I'm going to listen to them. So I will have to share those in a different video, and they were $2 a piece. I picked up the Family Stone. First time I watched it, I didn't love it. And then when I watched it again, I did. So I wanted to buy it and have it with my Christmas DVD collection. And I don't think that I did. I don't think I bought it on Amazon this year. So if I didn't, I'm very happy that I got this copy for 50 cents. The Way We Were, I've always wanted to watch that, and I've seen clips on YouTube. I also checked each one of the CDs and DVDs to make sure that they were there and they weren't scratched. The Notebook, I've only seen that once, but I think I liked it, so I got it again. 13 Ghosts, that's going to go with my Halloween DVD collection. And then this one, I think I'm the most excited about. Home with the Braithwaites, complete first series. It's Acorn Media, so that is BBC America. It says, on her 40th birthday, Allison Braithwaite gets the surprise of her life when she wins $38 million in the lottery, and she keeps the news from her family. And these pictures just look hilarious. So you will have to tell me if you have watched this, how many seasons there are. Looks like it's got a date of maybe 2000, 2004, and if you enjoyed it. And lastly, the items that I got at the antique store. I got some costume jewelry for displays and crafting with. I picked this one up because I really love the color of the blues, and I'm going to stick that in a perfume bottle or in a salt and pepper shaker for display. this piece, I have another one that is similar. I think it looks like one of those laurel wreaths. You can hold it this way and it looks like a C. So that will most likely be for display. And then for jewelry trees, got a pair of screwbacks with purple rhinestones. I did a purple and pink tree, which is finished, but I could always find a spot to add something. And then this pair, which is great because whenever I can find a pair of earrings, they just work so well to make things symmetrical. So I could have straight sides of the tree, I could angle and curve them out, and all of those rhinestones are there. And then these things I had my eye on since Christmas. So one of the things that I had my eye on was gone, but two were still there. And I told him that I loved things with monograms, and he said he just usually scraps all that stuff if it's on jewelry because he thought people wouldn't like it. And I said, I love it. So he says he's going to hang on to it for when I stop in again. So I got this perfume bottle. It's marked on the bottom, Sterling something. And when I was at the store, it kind of looked amber, and I think the lighting is just really bad in here today. I'll put it against this napkin. So when I looked at it, it looked amber. And when I handed it to him, he said the same thing. He said, at first I thought it was like amber colored, but now it looks like pink or purple. So he thinks it's an amethyst in there. And that makes me really happy because this is going to go on my shelf that has all of the purple things. And it's a perfume holder. So I found one yesterday. Then I got one today. And then this thing is so cool. It comes in its own case. Any guesses? I'm sure some of you know. It's this huge thimble shaped, we'll say glass. Could be a shot glass. But for someone who collects vintage and antique sewing notions, I just cannot wait to add this to my collection. And of course, what makes it even better is that it has WHW 1833 to 1909 engraved on the side. And it says it's sterling too. And it says just a thimbleful. I just think it's so cool. The first piece I'm going to put away is the perfume bottle. And in some light, it looks like it could be purple. And then in other light, see how it looks amber? Then it could look a little pink. So I'm just going to put it on my purple shelf. I'm going to put the large thimble with the engraving forward here with my other thimbles. And then I could even put some little sewing notions in there too. I have it in this baby cup. That's a little file. Little button hook. Maybe even this small one here. I hope you liked seeing what I found today. I am off to another sale right now, so I will see you in another video. Bye.